What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Billie Eilish. For today's lesson we'll be sketching on top of plain white sketch paper and using a black 4B pencil. Let's move to a side grip and sketch a circle in the center of our page. Starting from the very top, just going to lightly work our way around the left side. Just bring that down and in towards the middle. And then we'll go around the right side. Now with our circle in place, we'll want to add some guidelines. Let's start from the very top in the center, sketch a line coming all the way down the middle towards the bottom of our page. And we'll extend that up towards the top. Let's add another guideline on the side of our circle, starting with the left, coming down, and go back up towards the top. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's add another guideline going across the center of our circle from left to right. So starting right in the middle, we go out towards the left, and stretch that out towards the right. Now we'll add another guideline across the top and bottom to create a square around our circle. Now with our guidelines in place, let's mark off the inside corner of the eyes. From the center of our circle, we're going to move over towards the left, sketch a line coming down, bring that all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Now you want to take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Now this line in the center is going to help with the placement of the upper eyelid, so we're going to move down and sketch another line going across from left to right. And then halfway between this line and the side of our circle, sketch a line coming down to the outside edge of the eye. Now from here we want to block in the upper eyelid. From this point, I'm just going to curve this up towards that center line, and then just bend that down towards the outside. And we'll do the same thing on the right. From this point, curve this up, go across, and then just bend that down. Now from the outside of the eyelid, we curve the eye coming down toward that bottom line, and then just pull that up towards the inside. And we'll tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. On the left, we draw a small half circle, bring this down, and then back up. And then we'll do the same thing on the right. Now that we have the placement of the eyes, let's move down and block out the nose. From the bottom of our circle, we're going to step up and sketch a line going across from left to right. And then in the center, sketch a circle going all the way around towards the top and then back down. From the bottom edge of the circle, draw a straight line going out toward the line on the side. Round out the nostril and just pull that back in towards the top of that circle. Let's go back to that bottom line, step down, sketch another line going across. This will be for the center edge of the lips. And now I'm going to block in the upper lip. From that center point, move over towards the left, curve the lip coming down, and then back up. And then from the top, angle the lips coming down, and then out towards that bottom line. Let's connect the corners of the mouth with another curve. We bring this down towards the bottom of the lip, and then bend that back up. From the bottom lip, we're going to step down, sketch a line going across for the chin. Let's go back to the side of our circle and curve the head coming down and then in towards the upper lip line. Starting from the left side, come down, and then just bend that in. And then from the jaw, draw a straight angle line coming down and in towards the bottom corners of the chin. Let's go back to that inside corner of the eyes, draw a straight angle line going up and out towards the side of our circle. And this will be a guide for the eyebrows. Now that we've blocked out the face, let's place the hair along the side of the head. Lining with the outside of the left eye, go all the way up towards that top line. Just going to bend this out and then back in towards the eye. From here, bend this back out towards the jaw, round out the outside, and then come back in towards the bottom. And now we're going to pull the hair coming down towards the right side. From this point, I'm just going to go across. I'm just going to start to bend that down, and then bring this down towards the bottom of the eye line. Let's curve the hair coming back in around the jaw, and then we'll bend that back down. Now we want to locate the top of the head. From this line, we're going to step up to right about here. I'm just going to mark this off with a short line. And then from that center point, curve the head going out and then down towards the point on the left. Continue that curve going all the way down towards the side of the head. And then from the bottom, come straight down, and then we'll bend this out towards the bottom. Now we want to take this curve and pull this up and in towards that center line. Now we're going to close off the right side of the head. From the center, we're going to go up, and then bend that down around the side. Pull that down toward the side of the head. Come down, and we'll bend that out. Now that we have the basic building blocks of our drawing, let's go back in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now that we have the basic shape of our drawing, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the inside edge of the left eye. Just going to work our way up along the top of the eyelid. And we're just going to refine the shape as we go. Also adding a little bit of thickness along the top. And we'll bring this down along the bottom. Just lightly tracing out the bottom edge, coming in towards the tear duct. And with the side edge of our pencil, we're just going to darken up the upper eyelid. And coming down the side. I'm just going to leave a little gap underneath the lower eyelid for the lower row of eyelashes. And just pull that in. And then we'll darken up that bottom, just going around the eye, and then fading that out. Just adding a little bit of shading around the eyes. Coming down towards the nose. Now going back and adding that fold above the eye. Just adding some lashes along the bottom. And then along the top. Now I'm just going to trace out the bottom edge of the iris. Start off a little bit lighter. I'll darken that up. Adding a small highlight on the top right, so a little circle. And then adding the pupil underneath. And then darkening that up. And lightly shading the inside of the iris. And add a shadow across the top. Just going to darken up that area just underneath the eye. Now going back and just adding a little bit of detail to the eyebrow, starting with the bottom edge. We'll go back and thicken that up using the side edge of our pencil. Now with the left eye in place, we'll move over towards the right. Just repeating the same process, starting with the upper eyelid. Just lightly tracing out the bottom and the tear duct. Now just adding the bottom row of eyelashes. Going back and adding that fold above the eye. And going back and just blocking out the eyebrows. Again, just starting with the bottom edge. Just lightly adding some thickness. And then go back and add some darkness and texture. Now from here we start to work our way down towards the nose. Starting with that light shade. Now we're going to go back and start adding some detail. Starting from the tip, working our way out towards the nostrils. And just working our way out along the sides. And we'll add a shadow on the left side. Now we'll continue to work our way down towards the mouth, starting with the upper lip. Just lightly tracing this out. Then going across the center of the mouth. Now we're just going to lightly shade in the upper lip, using an up and down motion to add some texture. I'm just going to pull the shadow from the lip over towards the left side. So we'll go a little bit heavier with the edge. And with the side edge of our pencil, we're just going to pull that shadow across. Just enhancing that shadow across the bottom of the lip. Again, starting off a little bit darker on the left side. And you want to create a little highlight in the top center of the mouth. So just shading along that bottom line. And then just fading that out. I'm just going to add a light shade to the left side of the face. And then along the top. And we'll just fade this out as we go towards the right. Now we're going to use the side edge of our pencil and just trace the inside edge of the hair. Just adding a little bit of tone as we go and defining that edge. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a rough treatment first, and we'll come back and add the details after. So now we're going to start to fill in the inside of the hair. just with this medium shade and just adding those textures. And go back and define that inside edge, working our way up, coming down across the eye. And then just refining the texture. I'm just going to work in the right side. Now with the hair in place, we're going to go back and start refining the side edge of the head. Coming around the cheeks and down towards the chin. And once we've defined the edge, we'll go back and just darken this up. Just adding a dark shadow along the side. And the bottom of the chin, and then we'll fade that out. Go back and add some more shading across the chin, coming in towards the middle. And we'll just blend that out. Now I'm going to go back and start adding some light texture to the rest of the hair. We'll go back to the left side, starting from the top seam, just working our way out around the side. We'll add a little bit of a shadow along the side of the head, and then we'll just taper that down. I'm going to darken up that center seam, fade that up along the left side, and work our way across towards the right. Now we're going to move back to the tip of our pencil and start adding some detail. Just working with the flow of the hair. Again, just starting off dark along that seam, and then just tapering that out. I'm just going to move back down and add a bit of detail to the body, starting with the collar. And as we get closer to the end of our drawing, I'll tighten up my shadows and add a little bit more detail. And that's pretty much it. This is a sketch illustration of Billie Eilish. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.